The first season ticket I bought, it was to stand up in the Bootham Paddock for a season. How much do you think I paid in 1971 for a season ticket to stand in the Bootham Paddock?
£9?
1971.
£9?
£7. Not far off, eh? £7 for a season ticket, you know. We're playing Man City, and Dennis Stewart was their winger, who was a hell of a good winger, and Pedgick all the night got hold of his shirt. He was an expert shirt tugger, Pedgick was, you know. And Stewart got this fed up with this. He took his shirt off and threw it at Pedge, and Pedge picked it up and threw it in the paddock.
Oh,
that was. We still got a season ticket at Stoke.
Pardon?
We still got a season ticket.
Yes.
You come here? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got the best seat in the ground.
Where's that?
In the Nova stand, row 12, 599.
Well,
it's a very good seat.
On the dugouts, where you hear all the abuse. Yeah. Especially when Arsene Wenger's about. 29th of March.
Is it the 29th? Yeah.
That's right, according to Mark, he's found it on the website. For a say, but he says the score was none each.
That's right.
Well, I've gone all this year thinking they lost 1-0. So that's a bonus. And I've hated Arsenal ever since.
I've got news for it. I always thought it was 1-0.
Did you?
That's strange, isn't it?
That's right, I was convinced.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that.
They lost 1-0.
I'm not arguing, I accept. Regarding that match and any memories, it's just the atmosphere that I was in, a new thing as a 10-year-old. Gosh, how wonderful.
Well, I was 6, I was perhaps a bit too young to appreciate what it was really, you know. 6, nearly 7, you know, coming up to say. It was also a record crowd at Victoria Ground.
Yes, 51,000.
51,000,
Yes.
It's never been beaten, it certainly won't be beaten now.
No. But like you, possibly I've been a supporter ever since.
I have, yes.
Even through wartime days.
Yeah, wartime day. We moved to Tamworth in 1938. I even supported them from there.
Ah.
I used to have the Sentinel sent every weekend, got it Monday morning so I could read all about Stoke. Go by post, the Sentinel. Steele, Franklin and Matthews, we've never had 3 better. You can't compare football those days with these, totally different. Today is far more professional, they're far fitter, you know. They say all you can judge then, the standards in those days, and there were 3 of the finest players about. Well, Stan is world renowned, isn't he? And I think Neil Franklin would have been if he hadn't been to Scilly and gone off to Columbia. They say Norbert Steele was a great centre forward, but he had a lot of injuries.
If we're talking about Stan Matthews, when he came back from Blackpool, his first home match was Huddersfield Town.
That's right.
I think it was 2nd division, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, he played very, very well. But what the thing significant was that the previous home game, there was only 8,000.
That's right.
And then there were 32,000.
32,000 for the Huddersfield game, which just shows it, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I used to work with a chap who was a big friend of Stan Matthews, and about a month before Stan came back, he came into work and says, Stan's coming back. Nobody believes the goal, but it turned out right, Stan did come back, you know, and it was a fantastic signing, really.
Thank you very much.
Great.
That's it? Yeah, that's all sorted for you. You'll get confirmation through the post as well.
There was a lot more standing in those days, weren't there? Where it's all seater. If you want to have the same seat and sit where you were, you've more or less got to have a season ticket, haven't you? You say guaranteed the same place and the same people around you, you know, yeah, which makes a big difference. Because I still sit with people I stood by it, Victoria Ground, 40 years ago.
My ticket is only, it works out at £16 a match.
That's right. Yeah,
What?
it's, you know,
That's
mine's about
ridiculously cheap,
70,
isn't
isn't it? Yeah.
I pay £2.99. That's where in my favoured seat in the Nova stand. £2.99. And I think that's wonderful. I'll pay that with the greatest of pleasure. And it works out at about £16 a match. In those days, please believe me, when anybody scored, all they did was shake hands.
That's right.
Well
And
played,
back.
good goal. And that was it. Then they get back to the centre circle. Not now. My God, they make love to each other, don't they?
Yeah, they do, don't they? They go crazy.